everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Broncos going up against the Panthers. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for today's matchup.
Panthers, Broncos. Coming up on EA Sports, we welcome you to Santa Clara, California for today's game. It's Super Bowl 50, Phil, a milestone game in the history of the NFL. And do the players at this point have any feeling at all about the bigness of this one?
Man, Jim, all they're thinking about is the job they got to do. They've trained all their lives to be in this position, and you take all that practice and preparation and make sure you put it on display here in today's game and try to be a Super Bowl champion.
What's the word from down by the benches? Danielle Bellini has the latest.
Thanks, guys. Super Bowl 50 is a very special milestone for the NFL. Super Bowl I was played back in 1967 at the LA Coliseum. As you recall, the Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs on that day. But I'm sure neither of those teams could have imagined the Super Bowl growing to be as big as it is today, guys. That being said, we've got two teams out here who desperately want to make history by winning this Super Bowl tonight to ensure they're the ones that are remembered and that everyone is talking about 50 years from now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field. The Broncos setting up here for the kickoff. Super Bowl 50 is underway. Webb's taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. Coming onto the field, the #1 overall pick of the 2011 NFL Draft, Cam Newton by way of Auburn. First down at the 20. Billy Brown with the catch. This offensive lineup often will feature the tight end in a prominent role, and that means Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen can really run at 6'6". When you can run like he can, you have a good pair of hands, you are going to be a favorite target of the quarterback.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 25. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
When you talk about throwing the football into open space, that's almost always against zone defenses. That's what we saw that time. Good job by the quarterback throwing it in there.
First down here after the completion. False start on the offense will set them back.
False start, offense. Still first down.
The Panthers at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. First down at the 26. Stewart's brought down after picking up just a yard. He was undrafted coming out of Kansas, but now he's one of the best at his position. Chris Harris Jr.
Yeah, I'm not going to overstate the case for Chris Harris Jr., but I think he's one of the 10 best cover corners in the NFL. He has shown that, and he deserves the money he makes.
Second and long. Stewart's taking the handoff.
The Broncos guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Loss of a couple that time. Third down now. The Panthers have to get to the 41 for a first. Intercepted. He's brought down. One of the biggest legends the game will ever know. Quarterback Peyton Manning. What a nice spot to begin this drive. The Broncos will approach this play from out of the pistol. The Broncos take it from the 38. Peyton over to Thomas. Gains 14.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
With about 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter, it's a first down. Anderson's a receiver all the way out to the right. First down at the 24. Two hands on the football and has the catch.
This is one of those guys, when you talk about receivers, no matter what, he is always open. If the coverage is tight, don't worry. Throw it out there. He'll make a play.
How you perform inside the red zone is often the difference in a game, and we'll get an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
Kuechly's all over the ball carrier.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
The line of scrimmage is the 16. Second and 12. Sanders comes up with the ball. Has 12 on this play.
The Broncos had a nice play designed that time. It fooled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
It'll be third down. Manning from the gun. The opening touchdown of the Super Bowl.
Nothing like scoring first in any game. But when you do it in the Super Bowl, you can just times it by 10 because the pressure builds on the other team. They know they're behind. They want to score some points. It just makes it tougher when you get on the board first.
Now they come out for the point after. Of course, this year, the new rule, the PAT, is snapped from the 15-yard line, making the point after 13 yards longer than the pass, a 33-yard point after attempt. The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Panthers offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 20. Launching it deep. And it's incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Newton's got two tight ends on the field for this snap. Second down and 10. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. Picks up 8 here.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
3rd and 2 here after the run. When you played in the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 21 MVP, it was gigantic there in Pasadena. Is it bigger now today?
Yeah, the game is just much bigger now, Jim, because more people are watching it. The press that covers it, TV, it's around-the-clock analyzation of the game, and it's all about winning. You must win the Super Bowl to get credibility from the fans and the media. It's not fair, but that's just the way it is.
Snickers, you're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Now looking at 3rd down. The Panthers come out, jumbo package on the field. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 35. Picks up about 5.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
2nd and 4 following the run. The Broncos lined up in the nickel. They want to keep feeding him the football.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
First down coming up. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. Ted Ginn takes it in.
Newton selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
Now 1st and 10. Newton, handoff. Brought down by Ware.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator coming with the counter run, and the defense being too aggressive. They're over pursuing, so you do the little counter, go the opposite direction, and it works well.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Panthers snap it at the 31. To the ground. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
The Panthers running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Loss of 3 on the play. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. All right, following the 2-minute warning, we've got a defense trying to maintain the lead as we head towards halftime. This is 3rd down. They call his name again. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
First down here. Newton's lined up. 2 tight ends set. From the gun. He has the grab.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
Mounting a serious drive. The Panthers take it from the 23. And it's batted down. This will be the 11th play of the drive. Third and 5. Throws the pass. That's a gain of 10.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
The Panthers signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. This long drive continues. First and 10. Jonathan Stewart with the catch. Stewart's in a whole lot of pain right now. We'll take an injury timeout and be back in just a moment. We'll head back to the field now after the injury timeout. Danielle Bellini is getting us the update on exactly what happened down there.
Well, that looks like an upper body injury, Jim. I think we both can tell that. And now the question is, how bad is it? You just never know.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Newton in shotgun formation. And the catch is made by a Jericho Contry.
The Panthers were trying to go down the field that time with the throw, but nobody's open. They throw it short, doesn't fool the defense, and they get very few yards.
Newton's completion percentage 70% on the day. Third down. Looking across the middle. Marshall's there to take him down. The Broncos are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Following that timeout, defense back out on the field. Should be an easy one here. And he converts here on the field goal try. And that should put them a little more at ease come halftime.
Yeah, I think it will. I think it gave them a confidence boost, and they gained confidence. On the other side, I think they lost confidence because of that field goal.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. Caldwell's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. The Panthers defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that last drive. It was so poor. It's about discipline. We didn't see it from their defense. So this time, go out there and just do your job.
First down at the 20. Anderson's going to take the handoff now.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Both teams head to the locker rooms after a half dominated by the defenses. We've got a close one on our hands, friends. We'll send it out to Larry Ridley to break down the half as we continue in a moment.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's get ready now to take a look back at the first half. All you want at the Super Bowl is a highly competitive game, and that's what we have. Both teams have to feel like they're in good shape, and that should lead to a wild finish down the stretch. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now following the interception, the quick pass and completion is made, and after the short pass, he'll score. That puts them up by a touchdown. Third down from inside the 40. Newton's got the completion here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 13-yard line. However, they only come away with a field goal on the drive. So that will bring our halftime report to a close. Let's go back now to Jim and Phil at the Super Bowl.
All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios. And halftime, we're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. Gano getting ready for the start of the second half with the kick. This second half is underway, and both of these teams know if they can execute their game plans, they put themselves in a great position to win this Super Bowl. The Broncos take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? If halftime is over, you come out here, you're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
Anderson's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. Coleman's going to make the tackle.
Holding. Offense.
The defense accepts the
Still
penalty.
first down.
Manning's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Snapping out of the gun. Finds his mark.
Well, the only thing I can say about that play, it was better than an incompletion. The quarterback gets the completion, and they pick up a yard or two.
Manning's 5 for 5 after that completion. Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's second down now. Peyton Manning from the shotgun to Daniels, and he races out of bounds at that point.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
Manning's completed his last 6 passes. So they get the reception, but it's not enough to move the chains. 3rd down coming up. Manning comes out in the pistol. Thomas has got the catch on the touch throw. That's another reception, giving him 2.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the 1st down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
First down here. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Anderson's got it on the handoff. Breaks free.
The Broncos offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the 1st down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those 1st downs and eat that clock up.
Set up now at the 39-yard line. Manning's setting up now in the pistol. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He'll pick up 7 this time.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Set up now at the 32. The Panthers with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. The Broncos from the 32. He'll throw it over the middle. And that's a gain of 9.
I know it looks easy, but it's not. But a nice throw on the slant route. Slant route means you're slanting towards the inside. Good throw and catch.
First down on the way. The Panthers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Manning out of the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
1st and goal. Anderson's powers his way across. Touchdown. And now that we're almost in the 4th and they've just increased their lead, could it be time to rest the starters, Phil?
Oh, no, Jim, not even close to that yet. We've got a long way to go. You've seen it many times in the NFL. Big leads have a way of just disappearing, so I'm not counting this one over by any means.
The Broncos lined up now for the point after. And the extra point is good. The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. Webb's going to drop to a knee here, so this will come out to the 20. The Panthers talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 20. And gains about 1.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Second and 9 coming up. The Panthers lined up, bunch formation. Newton hooks up with Greg Olsen.
Tough situation you found yourself in. Third and long, you're losing the football game. There are not many plays here that are going to pick up the first down, so be careful here. Don't be too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you will make a mistake.
Loss of 3 on the play. It's third down coming up. The quarter is about to end. One more play first. And he's going to be dropped. And that's a 3 and out for the offense. The third quarter comes to a close, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to this defensive showdown. And it'll be Nortman back to punt. And no return this time as the punt's covered up. The Panthers defense comes onto the field after surrendering a touchdown on the last drive.
Well, they're hoping for better results. No question about that, Jim. They got to come out. They got to hustle. There was not enough hustle last time. And the #1 key for all defensive teams is play hard.
Way to call him out there, partner.
Hey, that's what I do. I like to play.
First down with their backs to their own end zone. Manning set in the pistol. Anderson's handed the football. And Johnson in on the tackle.
The defense, when they have you backed up against your own end zone, they're expecting you to run the football. They were ready, and they stopped the team for a short gain.
In a real tough spot here on second down. Second and 9. The give. And that picks up 3.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stop him for a short gain.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up. it'll be Colquitt back to punt. Again from the 24. Bolden's there to make the stop.
The Panthers know there's three parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
The Panthers offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive. A quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. From the gun, Newton. Out to Ginn. Ward that time in on the tackle.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
Newton's completed his last 6 passes. The Broncos defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Malik Jackson chases him down.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
Loss of 4 on the play. Second and 14 after the sack. The Broncos lined up in the nickel. Olsen's got it, and a first. That's reception number 2 for him.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just 2 minutes left of this one. We're back now for the end of the fourth quarter. First down, pressure on every snap now. The Broncos go with the dime formation here on defense. First down at the 36. And the pass is picked off, and that will all but do it. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. You know, they took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on it.
The Broncos step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. Anderson's taking the handoff. Timeout's called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. Back out there for action after that defensive timeout. Second down following the run. They'll go ground. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. That's a timeout by the defense. They come to the line, and it's first down. Two tight ends on the field here. They'll run it here. Wide to the left. And he's going to be tackled right around the 43. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. It's now second down. Manning's lining up in the pistol. Anderson's going to take the handoff now. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
On the way, third down. The Broncos need to get to the 50 for a first down. Manning from the gun. And it's just thrown away. And it'll be Colquitt back to punt. The punt is kicked out of bounds. The Broncos defense got the pick the last time on the field.
Yeah, really nice call there in the game. That's how you manage it. That's how you get out of trouble. Make a good play call on the defense. They took advantage of it and came up with the interception.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Just about a minute left. It would take a miracle to pull this one out. Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. Has the reception all alone. First down, offense readying for the snap.
I think what you find out about your offensive linemen, what kind of shape they're in. It's late in the game. You have no timeouts. You got to go to this hurry-up offense. Let's see if they can make it work.
Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Second and 10. Still on his feet. Makes the catch in open space. They'll have to rush now as he's taken down. First down. Pressure on every snap now. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Second down, late in the fourth quarter. The Panthers snap it at the 36. Down the field. It's intercepted, and that's going to end the comeback attempt. Phil, can you believe the defense steps up and makes the interception to clinch it for him today?
Oh, they love this. Nothing like winning a game with a defensive play to ice everything. And I give the defense all the credit. Just a great play on their part.
The Broncos offense is on the field for a victory bout. One kneel down, and then they can celebrate, Phil. What a feeling.
Yeah, it's got to be great for them, and what a difference. You look at them walking on the field, you can see the emotion, the body language, and look at the defense. Everybody head down, knowing all that work was for nothing because you did not win the game.
Takes the knee. The Denver Broncos have won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy heading back to Denver. You were the first to ever say, after a Super Bowl victory, I'm going to Disneyland. Now, what about these players on the field here today?
I know you'll find this amazing. I did it without cue cards. I memorized that, and it was awesome. It was a great feeling.
The brotherhood will never be stronger than this moment. All the dreams coming out of youth. The emotion of it all, it's almost overwhelming. To realize a dream from the playgrounds, through all the practices, to one day have your hands on the Lombardi Trophy. And now that moment is realized. For the rest of your life, you'll be remembered as a Super Bowl champion. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long from the Super